Ironically, the hammering helped them end the season with 74 points, the highest ever achieved by an MLS team, surpassing New England's 2021 total. This season, David Beckham's team broke several records en route to winning the Eastern Conference. They had the best winning percent of any team, winning 22 of their 34 games. In a typical MLS season, Inter Miami lost just 4 games, which tied 8 other teams. Messi, the World Cup winner, has unquestionably been their lucky charm. He scored 20 goals in 19 league games. Suarez, who played 27 games, joined him on the same total, not to be outdone. Since its founding in 2018, Inter Miami has advanced significantly, and currently, Kim Kardashian and Leo DiCaprio are among their fans. Despite having terrible first seasons, they have only improved after acquiring Messi. They just added the MLS Supporters Shield to their trophy collection, joining their 2023 Leeds Cup trophy. Beckham resorted to an old friend when the team was having trouble in its early years under Uruguay manager Diego Alonso. At 2018, till accepting the offer at Inter Miami, Phil Neville coached England women for 3 years. Becks and Neville famously grew up together, going from youngsters in the class of '92 and Manchester United's renowned youth squad to men in the first team who achieved incredible success. Neville had a challenging debut season. They had the poorest record in the MLS and only won 2 of his first 12 games. After criticizing the referee's caliber and calling for an inquiry into their rulings against his club, he felt the strain and was subsequently punished by the MLS. In his debut season, Inter Miami placed 11th out of 14 clubs. In his second season, things got better as the team advanced to the MLS Cup playoffs before falling to New York City FC 3-0. Phil has made a real contribution to the culture of our club with his qualities as a leader and knowledge as a coach. The owner said in a statement at the time, when Neville was relieved of his responsibilities, "We have to make the hardest choices in this game at times, and regrettably, we think it's time to change. I want to express my gratitude to Phil directly for his dedication, enthusiasm for our team, and moral character." In a subsequent episode of It's Called Football, Neville would talk about the day he was fired and how Beckham likely had it worse than he did. He stated, "I think David had a tougher time on the day I was dismissed than I did. He was quite emotional and didn't want to do it. Although I was also sad, I think it was easier for me since I knew it was coming." Recently, Beckham relived that event on the Rio Ferdinand Presence podcast. He stated, "I think it was one of the most difficult things I'd had to do. Even though me and Phil had spoke about it when he first came on as Miami coach, I knew that if it came to this moment, it was going to be difficult no matter what time it happened, and when it happened. When I told him over the phone that we were going to meet, he said, 'I know.' He was introduced to supporters in a soggy unveiling ceremony that was cut short by lightning and thunder, just after he signed a deal allegedly for £50 million annually, the most in MLS history. The Hollywood element that American football fans so desperately want was delivered by Messi's debut versus Cruz Azul. Despite being obviously ill-prepared for the contest, the main attraction made an appearance in the second half. It made no difference, not for a player of Messi's caliber who had to amuse supporters who had shelled out more than £1,000 to watch him play. Inter Miami was given a free kick beyond the area far into stoppage time. Fans went into a frenzy as Messi stepped up to flick the ball into the top corner and give his new team the victory.